Imagine the ground trembling, a colossal shadow falling over you, and a roar that shakes your bones. This is the Tyrannosaurus rex. Dinosaurs have fascinated us for generations, representing a lost world of giants and incredible diversity. Many dream of seeing these magnificent creatures alive, wondering if science could ever bring them back. This dream fuels both popular culture and scientific inquiry. We see their massive skeletons in museums and read about their incredible sizes. Films and books paint vivid pictures of their existence. But beyond the spectacle, there is deep scientific curiosity. What were they truly like? How did they behave? Bringing them back could answer many questions. It would be like opening a window to a past almost too ancient to comprehend. This curiosity drives scientists to explore the limits of possibility. Imagine witnessing a living, breathing dinosaur. Not just a fossil or animation, but a real entity. It would connect us directly to Earth's deep history, changing our perspective on life itself. We would see evolution in action and understand our place in geological time. This is more than a theme park attraction. It is a quest for knowledge. So how do we move from dream to reality? Not through magic, but through careful science. Scientists explore complex genetic pathways, studying living animals and piecing together clues from fossils and DNA. The journey is long and the challenge is immense, but the possibility is now being seriously discussed. This essay will explore how close we truly are. Many remember Jurassic Park, where dinosaurs were cloned from ancient DNA preserved in mosquitoes trapped in amber. The concept was thrilling, making the return of dinosaurs seem plausible. But the science behind it has a major problem: DNA itself. DNA, the molecule of life, starts to break down after an organism dies. Environmental factors accelerate this degradation. The generally accepted half-life of DNA is about 521 years. Dinosaurs died out around 66 million years ago. After such a long time, any dinosaur DNA would have decayed completely. What we find in fossils are typically mineralized bones and teeth, not intact DNA. Therefore, directly cloning a dinosaur from fossilized remains is not feasible. We cannot find a mosquito in amber and build a T-Rex. Science must be based on what is possible, leading us to explore alternative approaches. If we cannot retrieve ancient DNA, perhaps there are other ways to understand and recreate dinosaur-like features. Scientists are creative, always looking for new paths. The limitations of the fossil record force us to think differently. Dinosaurs are not entirely extinct. Modern birds are their descendants. Birds are theropods, a group that includes Velociraptor and Tyrannosaurus rex. When you see a pigeon or a robin, you're looking at a modern-day dinosaur. This is a fundamental concept in modern paleontology. The evidence for this connection is overwhelming from numerous fossil discoveries. Fossils of dinosaurs with feathers like Archaeopteryx show a mix of reptilian and avian features. Skeletal structures and shared traits like wishbones and hollow bones link birds to their theropod ancestors. Birds and theropods share characteristics like nest building and parental care. This living lineage provides a crucial opportunity. If we cannot get viable DNA from ancient fossils, we have the DNA of their living descendants, birds. The genetic information in birds carries echoes of their dinosaurian past. Evolution often modifies existing genes, turning some on and others off. This means the genetic blueprints for some dinosaur traits might still be present within bird DNA. This understanding opens up a fascinating new avenue for research. If birds are living dinosaurs, could we rewind their evolution? This is the idea behind reverse evolution, or atavism activation. The goal is not to create a perfect copy of an extinct dinosaur, but to modify a modern bird embryo to develop certain ancestral traits. This involves working with the bird's own genetic material. The Dino-Chicken project aims to hatch a chicken with dinosaur-like features. We are not trying to make a miniature T-Rex, but to understand how certain traits evolved. For example, how did birds get their beaks? How did they lose their long tails? Scientists identify specific genes that control the development of bird-like traits. Using genetic engineering tools like CRISPR-Cas9, it might be possible to alter these genes. Experiments have shown that bird embryos can develop tooth-like structures or a snout-like facial structure. The progress is gradual, but it is happening. Each small step provides more insight into evolution. The goal is not about creating monsters, but understanding evolution and exploring connections between extinct animals and their living relatives. The quest to bring back dinosaur-like traits is part of a larger scientific endeavor known as de-extinction. Scientists are working on projects to revive species that became extinct more recently. For these species, the chances of finding usable DNA are higher. A prominent example is the woolly mammoth, which went extinct only a few thousand years ago. Well-preserved mammoth carcasses have been found frozen in permafrost. Research groups are working on mammoth de-extinction using the Asian elephant as a genetic template. Other species, like the passenger pigeon and thylacine, are also candidates for de-extinction. Each project has its own challenges, but pushes the boundaries of genetic engineering. The knowledge gained from these efforts can inform other projects, including work on dinosaurian traits in birds. These projects also raise ethical questions about our responsibilities and the complexities of ecosystems. The prospect of bringing back extinct species is exciting, but comes with great responsibility. We must ask, just because we can, does it mean we should? Ethical concerns include animal welfare and ecological impact. What kind of life would these creatures have? Would they suffer unforeseen problems? For cloned species, there are questions about socialization and living without ancestral structures. Releasing a dinosaur-like animal into a modern ecosystem could have disastrous consequences. It could become an invasive species, disrupting food webs. There are broader philosophical questions about playing God and resource allocation. Billions could be spent on de-extinction research instead of conserving species currently facing extinction. The debate involves scientists, ethicists, policymakers, and the public. We must proceed with caution, transparency, and humility. Birds are living dinosaurs, a well-established fact supported by evidence. We do not need to build a time machine to see a dinosaur. We can see their legacy in birds. Projects like the Dino-Chicken initiative are about understanding the present, not recreating the past. They help us unravel the mechanisms of evolution and how traits change over time. This research provides insights into developmental biology and the power of genetics. Even if we never hatch a creature that looks like a small theropod, the scientific journey is worthwhile. The pursuit of knowledge expands our understanding of life on Earth. It helps us appreciate the connections between all living things. The quest to understand dinosaurs enriches our world and inspires new generations of scientists. So, the next time you see a bird, remember its ancient heritage. You are looking at a direct link to the age of reptiles. Dinosaurs never truly vanished. They evolved into the diversity of birds we see today. The dream of bringing back dinosaurs is captivating, but the greater wonder is realizing they never left.